Man, skip this introduction, man. I'm finna go in on some popcorn Pop Tart farts. Okay, so you had a couple of guys, had some criticisms of my criticisms of the pro-black, media. Okay, and they had some criticism of me criticizing them, and one guy even took it to the limits of saying, coach, man, you got a narrative, you're anti-black. Well, I'm trying to understand how can I be anti-black when I'm black myself, and when I built this channel on uplifting black people. I'm just not anti everything else. Like, I don't walk around earth, hating everybody that's not black. I can't do that, okay? That's just not my style. And when you hate something or you just dislike it for a long time, that stuff get into your system and your body become poison, okay? So I'm not one of those people that, I run around hating people, okay? And everybody, I don't let one person, I can't do it. I don't let one person ruin it for an entire race. That's stupid, okay? I don't do that. Okay, but I'm not stupid either, okay? I'm very awoke. And some of you dudes that come here and y'all think y'all conscious and awoke, I need to ask y'all, like, what are you guys doing for your community? I know what I done done for my community, okay? And I've already been into the story. Many of you don't know anything about me, okay? I've went into the stories. I've told the stories. I've told the horror stories of things that I had to endure to help young black kids, get to college. It is what it is, okay? But I'm not anti everything else. So here's my thing. And I'm going to make it clear to you, okay? So, you have the conscious community on YouTube, okay? You have that community. And there are some good brothers in that community that do the right thing, okay? But I'm going to tell you, the majority of them, the people that I name, your Umar Johnsons, okay? Your Jesse Jacksons, your Reverend Al Sharptons, okay? They're not necessarily Sharpton and Jackson. They're not on YouTube media, but they're in the media all the time, okay? You got, guys like Tariq Nasheed. Okay, you got those guys, and you got Phil from the Advice Show. These people, they're the conscious community in YouTube. And I'm gonna tell you, man, they don't hate everybody non-black. That's a lie. Okay? They don't hate everybody non-black. And they darn sure don't love black people. I'm gonna tell you who they love and what they love. The only thing they love is green. And I found that out. See, I'm going to tell you some conscious brothers right here on YouTube that I follow every day, okay? You see, they talk about everything. They talk about it all, okay? They don't leave it out. I follow a 1LBZ. I follow a Torian Rain. I follow a Guru, okay? I follow those channels because I know that they're going to keep it 100, okay? They're going to uplift the black community no matter what. They don't have to be paid for them to uplift the black community. They don't have to be paid to do it. Okay, they don't need AdSense to go speak truth, okay? But these guys, and I saw it firsthand when YouTube started pulling the AdSense, okay? I saw it firsthand. YouTube started pulling AdSense, and, these guys talking about, well, they finna go to a different platform. They finna do this. They finna do that. Okay, we're going to stop making videos. I mean, I literally heard some of these guys. I'm like, wait a minute, man. I thought these guys, they wasn't in it for the money. They're in it because they really love black people. And that's what I thought. But nah, man, these people, the only color that they respect is green, okay? They don't care about you. They don't care about if you're white, Asian, Hispanic. They don't care about any. They care about green. And if you green, then they can rock with you. That's just what it is. You ain't got to believe it. That's the truth, okay? I'm not hating on these guys. But, here's my thing. And this is what I said specifically, okay? The channels that I respect, okay? They talk about young missing black girls all the time. Or young missing, they talk about this stuff. Okay, they don't have to have a narrative to talk about people in our community that's missing. Okay? And this woman on the screen, Aniah Blanchard, she's no different. Okay, she's no different, Like, why does it have to be a narrative for these guys to mention her name? Okay, the daddy, Walt Harris, the stepdaddy, he was, pouring his heart out. He's online begging people, okay, to put this out. Begging people. And see, when it first aired, when everything first started happening, okay, when it first started happening, this wasn't highly publicized. Aniah Blanchard, she wasn't highly publicized at all. Matter of fact, it was only a few YouTube channels, including myself and XAGucci23, that put the story out. And I think XAGucci23 probably was the first YouTube channel to put it out. Okay, then you had a couple of articles, from mainstream media, but it was very few. And there were like a few mainstream media outlets in Alabama, where she from. They'll put it out, but what nobody else talking about it. Okay, and people know about it, and you can say, well, man, maybe they didn't know about it. Look, they know about everything else. Okay, these people, they sit and they watch the news. They watch the news. That's what they do 24/7. If one thing about these guys, these YouTube conscious community guys, they keep up with the current news. They do, because they articulate their stories around the current news. That's what they do. But I've noticed a pattern with these guys. Okay, I've noticed a pattern, and I'm talking about the guys, the ones that's out here hustling. Okay. See, you got your boy Phil from the Advice Show, got millions of followers. I mean, what, got hundreds of things, got him over 1 million followers, okay? I know he knew about this. Of course he do. Okay, he can say he don't. He can, like, man, look, these guys, they keep up with the news media. Not one video. But I tell you something, though. I tell you, when and if, and I said this for a fact, when and if it come to find out that this woman, something happened to her at the hands of somebody non-black, I guarantee you, they're going to put the video out, and they're going to do it quick. They're going to do it quick. See, I'm going to tell you somebody I respect. I respect Willie D. Okay, I might not agree with everything that Willie D says. I might not agree with everything he say. But I do respect him because Willie D called everything out. Okay? He'll talk about the racism, which I appreciate. Because racism as a structure needs to be eliminated. He'll talk about that. But, he'll also talk about, if you got people in our community that's killing kids or, killing old ladies, like Willie D will call that out. Sometimes these guys, they don't touch it, man. These other guys, they don't touch it. They don't touch it. But if it come to find out that a non-black did something to this girl, they're going to be all over this. They're going to be all over this, man. It's been there near, 6 days now? These guys ain't talked about it. And not just Aniah Blanchard, not just Aniah, no. Oh, it's been a lot of black missing teens that's missing. Can't find them. All across the media. They ain't talking about it. But I guarantee you, and see, this is what, oh man, man, come on, man, you being anti-black, no, I'm not. I'm being real. Okay. Why they not talking about it? Can you explain to me why they not talking about it? It's 6 days later. Phil on the Advice Show, nothing. How you gonna explain this? Last time I checked Tariq Chant, he may have said something. How you gonna explain this? You got your Cynthia G's and that moron. They ain't talking about it. How you gonna explain this? You got all these people, man, with these hundreds of thousands of followers, man, and they can't talk about it. But they're always talking about the betterment of the black community. They always talk about that. They always talk about it. But guys, I done told you, man, YouTube is very few YouTube people in the conscious community that I roll with. Only a few. Only a few. And because I know the rest of them are full of PG-13 channel. That's what they are. They're full of it. Okay? And see, they'll try to preach to you one thing, but then they'll do something different. They'll preach to you, they'll tell you to do one thing, and they'll guilt shame you because you don't donate to their Patreon, or donate to their PayPal, or donate to their Cash apps. They'll guilt shame you and they'll say, well, black people don't support other black creators, but then we got 78 Sports TV and Black Fight Fan on Trail Boxing Talk, supported by black people. But how they gonna explain that? See, they can't get around this. The LDBC is fully funded by majority black. But I guess we wouldn't talk about that. I guess we wouldn't say nothing about that. See, what you guys are trying to do, okay? You're trying to put me in a category. And you're trying to make it seem like Coach don't care about his people. Yeah, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. Where were you guys at when I was getting shot at? Because I'm taking kids home in these rough neighborhoods. Oh yeah, my young black brothers and sisters. Where were you guys at? Where were you when somebody put a gun in my head? Because I tried to make one of my sisters come on, let's go to school. Where were you at? I'll wait. Where were you, when I started the outreach program in one of my old neighborhoods to get young black youth into my program? Okay, that instead of sending them to prison and keeping them and putting them in the ground, this program, it has 100% success rate. If they do the program accurately, they go to college. Where were you when I was starting that up? Where were you? Where were you, okay, when I had to put kid after kid and bring them to my house because their houses are dysfunctional? Where were you? Where were you? Where were you when I had 4 kids, not my kids, in my house because they can't function? No, they're in my community. Where were you? I'll tell you where you were. A lot of you conscious dudes, I'll tell you where you were. You were right here watching videos on YouTube. You were right here typing in the comment section. Most of you dudes can't even function in real life. You can't function in your job. You can't function in your own house. Some of y'all kids don't respect y'all, but you come right over here, and some of you dudes don't even pay your child support. Some of you dudes don't even pay your child. Some of y'all got kids that y'all don't talk to, kids that y'all don't even deal with, but you right here on YouTube. Later. You can't come at me no way. I done gave my life for my community. I've given my life to my community. And I did it with my actions. And I did it and I put my life on the line. I knew for a fact I couldn't go into certain neighborhoods, but I dropped those kids off. I did it anyway. Gang members telling me if we keep seeing you over here, we going to smoke you out of here. Where were you? Where were you? Where were you when one of my first cars got shot up? I'm talking about got shot up. Because I'm trying to move a kid into my apartment. I'm trying to move him in. Because I know if he stayed in that area any longer, somebody gonna kill him. And I got one of my first cars shot up. And I'm in my mid-20s doing what I do now. Where were you? Where were you? I didn't ask for no money. I didn't ask for no help. Man, look, I can tell you, you want to know how much money I spent over 20 years doing this? Probably easy over $200,000 spending money on kids. And I do it year after year after year. And I'm talking about in accumulation, not in one year. Year after year. Where were you? See, before you come at me, you don't know a damn thing about me. You know nothing. But I done proved it with my words. And I darn sure done proved it with my actions. And that's why I don't have a fear. That's why when people keep running up here talking about, this person gonna get me, this person stalking me. I don't have a fear of that because I done faced death right in the face and I done looked at it several times. And now I don't care because I care about what I'm doing with these young people in my community more than I care about living, more than I care about my life. I care about their life because that's how vested I am in my own community. What are you doing for yours? Start calling these guys out. What are they doing? They're taking lavish trips on the money that you guys give them, and y'all too stupid to see the hustle. You're too stupid.